It's a Tuesday. You're tired. You grab a coffee, $5, 7 with the tip. You tap. You don't even look at the number. It used to take effort to waste money. You had to drive somewhere, pull out cash, wait in line. Now, it's a tap, a saved card. Order now, pay later. Nobody can tell you where it went. To show you, I need somebody honest. So, meet Kevin.
No, see, you don't get it. It's not even really gambling when I do it. I watch the film. I know the matchups. I do research.
You do research?
Hours, every week.
He does research. Now, here's why I brought Kevin. Not to roast him. Sports betting is the perfect way to understand what's happening to all of us. Because it's the same trap as your coffee, your DoorDash, your one-tap checkout, just with the volume turned all the way up. Small amounts. Feels like nothing in the moment. A quick hit, you move on. The only difference? Betting keeps score. Your coffee doesn't. Your apps don't. They just disappear. And here's the part that's darker than you think. None of this is you being weak. It's built this way. There are rooms full of people whose entire job is to study exactly what makes your brain light up, and then engineer the tap, the app, the bet, so the money's gone before you even feel the decision. Betting's just the version that got greedy enough to show you the receipt. That's exactly what we figured too. So we dug in, pulled the government spending data, the labor statistics, the real numbers on where Americans' money actually goes every month. Coffee, delivery, subscriptions you forgot you had, the stuff that shows up at your door. And we added it all up. What the average person quietly bleeds every month, careless, one tap at a time, never even noticing. It's the same damage Kevin does at the sports book, dollar for dollar. You're not betting, but your money's vanishing just as fast. And when you see the total, it's gonna shock you. Because here's the thing about Kevin. Kevin thinks he's different, 'cause he can see his number. Most of you can't see yours. And then I'm gonna show you something nobody does. What that same money, the stuff that vanishes every single month, could realistically turn into if you just pointed it the other way. Kevin's number is gonna scare you. The second number might change your life. And if you've got that app on your phone right now, this one's for you. It always starts the same way. Nobody wakes up and decides to become a gambler. It sneaks up on you.
It was just me and the boys. Sunday games, wings, a couple beers. Then somebody's like, bet $5 on the game, makes it interesting. And the app gives you 150 in free bets just for signing up. Free money.
Free money. Remember that. We coming back to that.
And the first one hit. $20 turned into like 90. I'm a genius. I called it.
And that, right there, is the hook. Not the money, the feeling. For 1 second, you felt like you cracked the code.
So Sunday became Sunday and Monday night. Then I'm betting the Thursday game. Then college. Then I don't even care who's playing. I just need something on it. Then it's not the boys anymore. It's just me, on the couch, on my phone.
And here's the part everybody who's been there knows.
I bet on a Korean baseball game at 3 in the morning because it was the only thing live.
From $5 with the boys to alone at 3 a.m. betting on a league he can't name. That's not Kevin being weak. That's the product working exactly how it's designed to. If we look at this from a deeper perspective, money as a key holds weight when considering that it is used to unlock our natural dopamine receptors, feeding our innate need for quick dopamine releases. The financial problem is not about money, ironically. Instead, a psychological problem where instead of viewing money as a key to unlock our futures in the long term, we view it as a key that unlocks instant gratification in the now. Here's the thing nobody tells you about your brain. It wasn't built for this world. It was built to survive in a time when nothing was guaranteed. No food, no warmth. You had to get up every day and earn your survival. So your brain built itself a tool, a reward system, a little chemical called dopamine, your own private motivation engine. When you found food, when you made it through the winter, when you did the hard thing that kept you alive, it rewarded you. A spark, a yes. That spark was sacred. You had to work for it. It was rare on purpose because it was the thing that drove you to survive. But now look where we are. That same system built for a world of scarcity, where the spark came maybe a few times a day, is now living in a world where you can get that hit any second you want. A tap, a scroll, a bet, a buy. Dopamine used to be the reward for surviving. Now it's an everyday snack, all day, on demand. And here's the part that should scare you. When you flood that system, when you get the hit 100 times a day for nothing, your brain quietly rewires. It stops being able to wait. It starts demanding the reward now for everything. You don't just crave instant gratification anymore. You're trained for it. We all are. Every one of us living in this modern world is walking around a little bit of a dopamine addict, and most of us have no idea. And here's where it stops being an accident, because there are people who figured this out before you did. The biggest companies on earth, the richest people alive. They learned that your brain has this ancient button, and they built an entire economy around pressing it. The new phone, the endless scroll designed so you never reach the bottom, the app that delivers anything in minutes, the one-tap bet. Every one of those is a machine built to give you the hit and take a little money on the way out. They don't profit when you're satisfied. They profit when you're itching. So they make you lazier, more dependent, more addicted to the very tools that are quietly draining you. The same dopamine that kept your ancestors alive is now being used on purpose to keep you broke. Now, why do I keep coming back to sports betting? Because betting is that whole machine with the mask off. It's pure. There's no product, no food, no package to pretend it's about. It's just the hit. Kevin's not addicted to money. He's addicted to the second before he finds out. That's the same second you're chasing when you tap order now at 11 p.m. and you're not even hungry. Same itch, same spark, same ancient button getting pressed by somebody who profits every time it does. So what separates the wealthy from everyone else is a well-disciplined mind. The wealthy one isn't smarter, isn't richer, doesn't have some heroic willpower you don't. They just figured out one thing, that the itch is a liar, that the wanting never ends, and that somebody's getting rich off them feeding it. So they stopped. Not the fun, just the feeding. That's the whole difference. Not income, whether you let them press the button or you take your finger off it. All right, pull it up. The lifetime number. For real this time.
I told people it was a couple grand.
I know. It's 34,000, Kevin.
I don't even know what I was chasing. It's not like I needed the money. Every time I'd lose, I had to get it back, and then...
Can I tell you what you were chasing? It wasn't the money. It was that 1 second, the first time it hit, where everything stopped. The stress, whatever was going on that week. For 5 seconds, it all went quiet. And you've been trying to get that quiet back ever since. And I need you to hear this part. You didn't fall for this because you're stupid. The biggest artists and athletes and comedians alive got paid more money than you'll ever see to put this app in front of you every single day. They built it on purpose to do exactly what it did to you. You're not weak. You were targeted. And the move now isn't to feel like trash about it. It's to do the one thing they're betting you won't. There's a guy, Warren Buffett, probably the greatest investor who ever lived. In 2007, he bet $1 million that a boring fund that just buys everything and does nothing would beat the smartest, highest paid traders on earth over 10 years.
Did he win?
Landslide. The smartest traders alive, full-time, couldn't beat a fund that does nothing. And you were trying to beat FanDuel on a Tuesday. That's the secret nobody's selling you, because there's no money in selling it. The way to win the most rigged game on earth is to refuse to play it. You stop betting against the house, and you start owning the house. When you buy a simple index fund, you own a slice of basically every big company at once. And instead of the house skimming off you, every trader on earth is now working for your money 24/7. Now let me show you what your number could have been. Same money, same energy, different game. You bled out 34 grand over a few years. That's about $300 a month. So picture you'd put that exact same $300 a month into a boring index fund instead. And here's the part nobody likes. For the first few years, it looks like nothing. 5 years in, you've put in 18 grand and it's worth maybe 21. That's the exact moment everybody quits. That's the moment you don't. Because give it time. 10 years, that turns into around 60 grand. 20 years, over 200,000. And in 30 years, that $300 a month becomes about $678,000. And even if we play it safe, knock it down for inflation, call it a worse market, you're still sitting on over 360 grand from 300 a month. Here's the part that should make you sick about those parlays. Out of that 600 grand, you only ever put in about 108,000 of your own money. The other $500,000, that's the market working for you while you slept. That's the part the house was never going to give you. Now, that's not a guarantee. The market goes up and down, and past results don't promise future ones. But here's what is true. Historically, nobody who bought a broad index fund and held it 20 years has lost money. Time in the market beats timing the market. Every time. You're 25. You've got the one thing money can't buy and Buffett would kill for. Time. You didn't lose your shot. You just found out where the leak was. So if you've got that app on your phone, you don't have to hate yourself. You just have to see it for what it is. A game you were never meant to win. Delete the app. Put the next 20 you would have bet into the boring thing. And let every trader on earth go to work for you instead.
Where do I even start?
Now that's a good bet. If this hit a little too close, that's the point. Subscribe, and next time we'll fix the next leak. And if gambling's got a grip on you, the number's on your screen. Use it. No shame in it.